was going to ask both of you, and then I'll follow with mine, to name your number one REIT that you're watching that you're thinking of buying right now, and why.
So I'm a little biased on mine. My last few years in real estate, we sell senior housing. So obviously, I love the healthcare REITs, and of those, Omega Healthcare Investors is definitely my favorite right now. I mean, I think they're pushing a 9% dividend, which in itself is exciting. But they so they invest in triple net lease healthcare properties, primarily like skilled nursing and senior housing, which, no matter how you spin it, there's things that can't go away. They're not going to go away. And it comes down to the operators and the REITs of who can sustain their portfolio and remain profitable and continue to grow through it. And in my opinion, it's Omega Healthcare Investors is the winner there, who is going to be able to take advantage of the opportunities from other other property owners having to get rid of having to dispose of properties, and that are going to struggle. So that's my pick.
All right, so I'm sure a 9% dividend will appeal to a lot of people. So and I like the healthcare space. It's a pretty recession-proof industry. So,
absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, so I've been eyeing industrial for the past couple of months. I don't have any exposure to it right now, and I'm sorting through Prologis, which is like the behemoth in the sector, Duke Realty, which is U.S. focus, and they're kind of like that number 2 player, and then Stag Industrial, which has the warehouses, but also they do a lot of light industrial or light manufacturing, so they're more diversified. So I'm, kind of going back and forth between those three. I think I like Duke the best because Amazon's their biggest tenant, so they're really a big pure play into that online e-commerce growth. And we need so much industrial space. There was a quote or an estimate by a JLL, which is a big research company, and they say we need 1 billion square feet of industrial space by 2025. So to put that in perspective, that's like Prologis's global portfolio. We need that in the US over the next 5 years. So lots of growth, and Duke's really, they've got a great balance sheet to kind of take advantage of that. And so that's kind of where I'm leaning to. That's top of my watch list right now.
Okay. I know another quote is that e-commerce needs roughly 3 times the 3 square feet of distribution space for every 1 square foot of normal brick and mortar retailer would need. Mm-hmm. So that alone, as more shifts to e-commerce, that's where those billions of square footage are going to come from.
Yeah.
If I were going to say it, I'll say mine, and then we'll get to some questions because people want their answers. They don't want to just hear me ask questions. My favorite REIT right now, and I've bought it several times this year, is Store Capital. Ticker symbol is STOR. I'll put that in the chat. That is actually the only REIT you're going to find in Warren Buffett's portfolio. They invest in single tenant, primarily retail and service industry properties. They have been beaten down more than most other net lease REITs because they have about 1/3 of their portfolio in things like movie theaters and entertainment centers, and the businesses you really don't want to be in right now. About 1/3 of their portfolios in that restaurants is their biggest property type. That's part of that third. But most of their tenants are very financially stable. They invest in secure national chains, and they're trading at about 30% less than they were before the pandemic, and I don't think they deserve that. So I just think it's going to be a great compounder. They say there's a $2 trillion market opportunity in mid-tier real estate or mid-tier single asset real estate that they could potentially go after. And they're a pretty small company now. They're only 5 years old, so there's a lot of room to grow. And that's mine.